Hey there, fashion bosses, how are you doing? Welcome to another interesting edition with Fashion Boss. So in today's class, I'm going to be showing us how to make this beautiful dress standing on this mannequin, all right? So I've already dropped a video on how we achieve this train, this detachable train. You can see me tie around about this dress, okay? So these are kind of styles you can make when you want to make a photo shoot, all right? So how we made this train, the tutorial video is already on the channel, all right? But the focus for today is how to make this dress, especially the front panel. So it's an overlap dress with princess darts. Okay, it is an overlap dress with princess darts. So I'm going to be teaching us how to make the front panel of this dress. The back is basic, the down part, which is like the skirt part, is basic. The upper part is what we are concentrating on. So if this is what you would want to learn, please stay to the end of this video. Whilst at it, do well to give a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment. Okay, just say a thank you. All right, so 96% of you watch this channel, you learn from this channel, and you are not subscribed. That is the least you should do to encourage me. Please do well to subscribe and give a thumbs up. Okay, thank you for doing that. Right, so this is my fabric folded into two. You know, the first row, guys, is to roll the starting line. Okay, the fabric is folded into two. Okay, I'm using a lining to draft this pattern. So the next first thing we should do is to measure. I'm measuring 6 inches, okay, out of the fabric. So how do you fold your fabric? You divide the biggest parts of the bodice, which is the bust, by 4. Add your seam allowance, and then go ahead to add like 5, 6, 7 inches more to that. That is what I did. So I've measured out 6 inches first. So the next thing is my shoulder divided by 2. I've done that. So the width is 3 by 3, 3 inches with 3 inches depth. That is for the neckline. Although we're not going to be using the depth of the neckline, okay, but let it just be there for being sake. So I am going to measure my armhole. How do you get your armhole? It is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. That is what I just did. Okay, so I'm going to be deducting 1 inches from the shoulder to get a very nice shoulder slope. Okay, and then I connected it to the waist, and then I form my armhole with an L. So I'm measuring my bust points, my under bust points, and then the waistline, which of course is the length of the half length plus 2 inches seam allowance. All right, after doing that, I'm transferring the same measurement down to the side of the fabric so that we can get a very beautiful and straight line by the time we introduce our ruler to connect this marks together. Right, okay. So after connecting these lines together, the next thing we are going to do is to measure our bust span measurements. Okay, so our bust span measurements is 9 inches because the bust is 45 inches, so we're using 9 inches for the bust span divided by 2. That's 4.5 plus 0.5 inch to give you 5 inches. So I connected it with a straight line. Okay, the next thing after this is to take our bust contouring marks. So I do a 1.5 here, and then I do a 0.5 on this side. Okay, I'm going to bring the same measurement down to the hem of the outfit. Okay, 1.5 here and 0.5 on this other side. All right, so once I'm done doing that, I'm going to be connecting it with a very neat straight line, as you can see me do right about now, and do the same to this other side. Right, okay, so do not forget that we are making an overlap princess darts bustiers. So I come to the neck, to the armhole, right, and then I'm going to come down by 3 inches. Okay, so from that 3 inches, I'm going to deduct 0.5 on both sides of the 3 inches line that we made. 0.75, 0.775, and then after taking those marks, I'm going to grab my curve ruler and neatly connect it into the bust span contour mark that we've done. First of all, doing this, okay, creating my busties, and then connecting this busties curve now using a bigger curve ruler into the 0.5 0.75, please pardon me, that we have on our arm O. And then after doing this part, we're going to take it to the other side and do the same connection into the bust span measurement. Neatly and beautifully done. Okay. All right, so if you've watched this video to this point, do well to give a like, a thumbs up, subscribe. The least you can do is to subscribe to this channel. It wouldn't cost you a thing. Thank you for subscribing, and tap on the bell for notification. So I placed my ruler this way because we are going to extend this point right now by 1.5. You know that 0.75 plus 0.75, we have to replace it, so that is 1.5. I extend it by 1.5 like this, and then I'm going to create my arm O like this, as you can see me do right about now. So please subscribe. Do not go away without subscribing. Don't just get the knowledge and subscribe. That is the least that we require of you. God bless you as you do that. So we are done with the busties and the contouring. The next thing is to impute our body's measurements. Okay, so from this line where my tape roll is placed, which is that 6 inches that we mark, that 6 inches line, I'm going to be taking my bust measurement divided by 4. Okay, take my contouring marks into consideration, which is 2 inches. Okay, I'll replace it and then add my seam allowance. I do the same to the underbust, and then I do the same to the M, okay, which is the down part of the outfit. So once I'm done, I'm going to connect it nicely. Okay, I'm going to connect it nicely, really nicely. So once we are done with this, we are going to move to the overlapping line, which is the most essential part of this tutorial. Okay, so I come to this line, this 6 inches line that is meant for the overlap. Okay, and then I'm going to come down by 7 inches. I will mark 7 inches. That's for the opening, the neckline opening. Okay, I came down by 7 inches, and then I place my ruler this way. Please watch the way I'm placing my ruler on my neck waistline, making sure that it touches that 7 inches. It is very important. And then I connect it with a slanted line down. This is the most important part of this tutorial. Please take notes. Okay, so once I was done doing the connection, we are basically done with this tutorial. The next thing is to go ahead to start cutting. Okay, so I'm not going to be showing the back panel drafting of this outfit because it's just a basic bodice, a basic back panel. Okay, I didn't think it's gonna be useful because I've taught and shown and have different tutorial video here on this channel and in the page on how to draft a basic back panel. Okay, it is your zipper, 2 inches. You can choose to use a princess darts method or a normal darts method. Basically, that is all you require for the back panel. Your bust and your waist, you don't need an underbust because it does not have bobby, right? Okay, so we just continue cutting this pattern. As you can see how this busty is, it's giving, right? It's looking very beautiful. Okay, so I'm just spinning it down so it does not scatter, so to say. Okay, so I continue with the cutting. You watch keenly on how we are cutting. If you have watched this video to this point, do well to subscribe. See, my nails are on the ground. Okay, subscribe. That is the least I require of you, and give a thumbs up. So the thumbs up enables the YouTube algorithm, or the Facebook algorithm to show this video to other people, right? Please do well to subscribe and give a thumbs up. So you will see as I'm cutting this overlapping line, see how I am cutting it. Okay, this part is very essential. Okay, very important. So this is the bodies, the side bodies and the center front bodies. You can see everything is looking properly and well aligned, guys. So this is one of the best method you can use to achieve your overlap outfit. The best and easiest method. Please give a try and let us know your experience. So I'm just using my chalk to indicate the back side of the fabric and the right side, I can know the back from the right, since it does not have any distinguished side, okay, or distinctive side, right? So this is what we have. You see the overlap, you see how beautiful it is looking. So I put it all back together, and then I'm going to notch this line. That is that 6 inches line. This line is your center front line. It's very important. Do not forget to notch. If you notch, you are going to be thrown off balance if you don't notch, okay? Do well to notch that line. That is your center front line. It is extremely imperative, okay? Okay, so after doing this, I'm going to be using this pattern now to cut on the main fabric. Okay, this is the lining for it. Okay, so I am going to be introducing fusibles, okay, for light padding. My wording and stay and paper stay, those are what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be putting the wording, the fusibles on the lining, okay. On the main fabric, I'm just going to be adding what do you call it, stay, to give it a bit of firmness. But every padding, very light, is going to be on the lining. All right, so this is the fabric. We are back when I was done introducing my fusibles. As you can see, this is both the main fabric and the lining. You see everything is looking very, very, very neat and beautiful, right? Okay, so it is not difficult. The same way we join other form and kind of birthday, that's the same way we're still going to join this, okay. All right, so you just follow the steps on this video and boom, you are extremely good to go. Okay, so I just place it this way, okay, and then you join. I do the same to this other part. So this is the main fabric. As you can see, there is no wording on it, okay. So I join the main fabric, and this is the lining. You can, as you can see the wording on the lining, right? Good. So I'm just gonna join it the same way I joined the front, okay. That is it basically. Please do well to subscribe. Thank you guys. We are looking forward to hitting a 10,000. Please do well to subscribe, okay. Thank you as you support the channel. We promise to serve you well and better. All right, so once we are done joining, we are going to bring it back so you see what it looks like, okay. I told you I am not doing the back panel, so I was done drafting and stitching together the back panel, okay. So this is what the outfit looks like, okay. It's work in progress. All right, this is what it look like. I've given it a very good ironing. As you can see, the busty is looking well contoured and very beautiful, okay. So this is the main fabric, as you can see, and you can see your overlap is really lapping. All right, okay. So right about now, we are going to be using the lining to turn this main fabric, okay. Right, so this is the lining, okay. We are going to use it to turn the main fabric, okay. So I just place the lining on each of the panels this way, as you can see, okay. And then I'm going to stitch on the side, right. Just stitch on the side, don't stitch on this front side, all right. So I arrange this side properly. I'm gonna pin it down, all right. Please do well to pin. Pinning makes your work to be very accurate, okay. Do well to pin. Don't be tired of pinning. Make sure you have pins when working, all right. It is very imperative for a fashion designer or a tailor, right? Okay, so after pinning, I'm going to be sewing that part down, and then I flip it open this way, as you can see, turning it into the right side, and then I'm going to use a loose stitch to hold this side down, which is the right side of the outfit right about now, okay. Just use a loose stitch and give it a very good ironing. So do the same to this other side. So right about now, we are done with the steps I just showed you. I've gone ahead to add or to join the front panel to the back panel, okay. Is a step. As you can see, still looking the same way I showed you. The difference is I joined the shoulder of the front panel and the back panel, okay. So remember that notch I told you about when we are drafting and cutting. It is very important, very important. It enables you to know your front your center front. So this center front, this slanted part for the overlap is going to have a collar. So this is the collar. I cut it in bias from 3 inches, and then I fold in 0.5 inch on one side and on the other side, and then I double fold it, and then I have it in 2 places. So what I did is measuring from the center back, okay, into the front this way, okay, to get the length, and I did the same for the other side. So once the collar is ready, I'm going to place it from the center back into the front like this, and then we are going to sandwich it. Sandwiching means sewing the collar, placing that's front panel now into the collar, okay, and then stitching it up or closing it up, okay. So I'm just going to pin it, and then I will neatly stitch on it on the side, like extremely neatly done, perfectly done, just on the side, on the edge, okay. That's what I am going to do here, okay, after placing it and pinning it down. Do not forget to cut this collar on a bias if you want it to relax properly. It is extremely very imperative, okay. So I continue pinning. Once I'm done pinning, I'm going to pin the other side, and then we'll take it to the sewing machine and neatly stitch on the edge, okay, to sandwich everything together, right, and then cut off the excesses, okay. I'll do the same to the other side. So guys, basically this is the tutorial. We are done. We are so done. So the remaining parts is the skirt parts, which of course I know you know how to do these things. The skirt parts, normal skirts, you cut, which is the lower body, and then you join it to this upper bodies, okay. So the last thing to show you is that I'm going to shaping it like this, shaping the side using the measurements, and then I will stitch on it, and we are done, okay. We are done, guys. We are done. That is it about this dress. So this is the skirt parts, all right. This is the skirt parts, okay. This is the skirt part. I'm going to be joining it with the upper bodies, and boom, that's the end of this tutorial. The most important part of this style is what I have showed you, okay. So this is the outcome. I saw you already saw it. I know you already saw it on the thumbnail, okay, right. Don't forget I said that the tutorial video for this train, this detachable train, is already on the channel. Do well to watch, like, share, give a thumbs up, okay. So this is the outfit. I went ahead to fix my sleeve. You can use any sleeve of your choice, okay. The emphasis for this tutorial is the front panel of the upper bodies, okay. That's the emphasis for this tutorial. So if you found value in this tutorial, do well to give a like. You see that like, you see that subscription, it is very important to my career and ministry. That's all I require of you. Thank you, and God bless you as you do so, okay. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now. Let me know what you think about this dress, and I will see you, okay. So if you're looking for a photo shoot dress, this is just one, right? So replicate it, and let us see what you came up with, okay. So bye bye.